Hey, what's up guys? Matt, Cichlid Dojo, back with another video update. Today is going to be the last update on the Geophagus Brasiliensis. If you recall, I've had this group of 10 Brasiliensis growing out in, basically they've been in this 100-gallon, 5-foot 100-gallon tank pretty much their whole lives. They've done pretty well. They have no problem, at least this big male spawns with multiple females continuously, gotten plenty of fry from them, and there's been way more fry that I've just ignored. As you can tell from the other fish, as you'll see them briefly through this video, with the exception of the big male, but most of them, you know, they got a little bit nicks and tears on the back tail. Nothing too serious, but just a little bit, which kind of played a part in making the decision that I'm doing right now, where this will be the last update that you'll see them here inside, at least for one or more years here. I have decided to move them outdoors to one of my ponds. They're gonna be going into that 300-gallon pond, and you know, I wanted to do that for many reasons. Even as they grow and maybe slightly outgrow this tank, you know, this is a species from Uruguay that does have what I'm being told, a lot of temperature fluctuations, where these guys they can get into into the 50s, maybe even the 40s down there, and then it raises up, the water warms, and so I've even been told that you know, it's very healthy for them to get those fluctuations in temperatures, and you know, maybe I'm not sure if it's true or maybe a little extreme, but their health can be compromised if they're not allowed those fluctuations. And as you know, I've had these guys in my fish room, and within the fish room, because so many of the tanks are heated and there's insulation, it keeps that temperature, there's sort of a floor that the temperature can't go below, and this tank where it's positioned, one of the top tanks, really can't get lower than around 75 degrees. So you know, for that reason, I thought it would be best to get them outdoors, where you know, my pond year round, during the winter especially, it can get to the low 50s, upper 40s. And initially I was very concerned. You know, I haven't done this for too many cichlid species in the past, maybe just my true Texas. But these I was a little concerned because one, it took me a little bit to find some of these. They're really not very common in the hobby, at least this collection point, the Laguna de Moli, the more red variant. Kind of rare to find, and I definitely did not want to experiment with them right off the bat and have everything go south. So what I did about over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, the first pair that formed in this group, I put them outdoors, and they've been living in that 300-gallon tank that whole time, and doing extremely well. They spawned at least once successfully, which I got on camera. And you know, their activity level goes down during the winter. They don't eat as much. I think that's natural, but it didn't seem like it had any issues on the fish themselves. Maybe it was better for them. It's hard for me to tell at this point. But I really wanted to get this group, the rest of them, out there in some kind of cool down period for the species. And so, you know, I'm making that decision, moving them out right after this video to the outdoor pond. And that pair that was outdoors, I'm bringing them in. For the time being, I'm going to hold on to them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Maybe hold them as a backup plan, you know, if things really go bad with this group. Hopefully they don't, because I really like this male and this species. But yeah, this will be the last good in-tank update you'll see for at least a year to give them that winter cool down period. You know, they're doing really good. That male obviously is one of the most colored up, the dominant male. No one really challenges him. You know, the females are always trying to breed in that pot with him, and it's pretty entertaining to watch. We'll see how it goes down in the 300 gallon. I'm definitely going to be paying a lot more attention to them out in the pond than I would most of my fish out there, because it's going to be 10 of these guys. They're in that 5 to 6, maybe this guy's 7 inches, I'm not really sure. They're going to be in that size range, and I really want to make sure, you know, nothing goes wrong. If there's a fish that gets picked off or killed, I really got to make sure I remove that fish quick before it falls up the water and affects the rest of them. I'll probably also do some little bit more frequent water changes in the ponds. I really only do water changes once every 2 months for the most part. And in that 300 gallon with the smaller pair of Brasiliensis, I'm not even sure if that was entirely necessary, but that was kind of my schedule and routine before that. I may do that more consistently with this group, being that there's a lot more fish out there. So definitely going to pay attention to them and monitor that and see how they do. Fingers are crossed here, guys. I hope they do well, but you know, unfortunately we won't see them in the regular updates, fish room updates, species only updates, live videos. You won't be able to see these guys anymore. However, I am going to be getting another species here today, actually, and eventually adding them to this tank. So I'm excited to get that species, which will be not new to me, but I've had them in the past, and you'll be seeing them in this tank eventually. I also wanted to mention that you know, I have plenty of their fry if you guys are interested. They're in that 1 inch plus range, maybe inch to inch and a half. They're available. If you're interested, contact me through social media, Facebook, Instagram, Band app, or message me. All those links to those pages are in the comments of this video. Yeah, I hope to hear from you guys soon. Tell me what you think about the video in the comments. Please like the video, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. But thanks for watching, and until next one, bye now.